All right, hold on. Okay, so here we go. All right, so for one, I'm going to say this right off the bat. This is bullshit. All right, they did not take people away from the area, kick them out of their houses, shut down a post office in a small city. This Sunspot Observatory, the FBI comes in there and raids this for somebody dealing with child porn, downloading child porn. It does not make sense. So I thought this was kind of like on the back burner, and now they're trying to throw a story in there, and I believe they're targeting the truth community. I really do. I believe they're targeting the truth community and trying to get them to bite on this. When in fact, this is not what it's about. Okay, so we're just going to read this and you're going to see where I'm coming from. Revealed. Mysterious FBI shutdown of Sunspot Solar Observatory for 11 days was due to an investigation into its night janitor downloading child porn, not alien contact. Once again, I am going to say I do not believe this one bit. One bit. Now, do I believe the night janitor and all this stuff might have be a sicko and have child porn? Yes, I will say that. But that's not what this was about. Okay, so and once again, I'm going to say the FBI, it seems like, is working with the communist. I really hate to say that, but it for all intents and purposes, it seems like they are. Yesterday, I covered the story about how the Kavanaugh accuser wanted the FBI to come in and delay. It really seems like the FBI is working with these commies. Now, let's go over this. All right, on Thursday, September 6th, ARA made the decision to temporarily close Sunspot. The Sunspot Solar Observatory continues to work closely with ARA to allow for us to reopen as soon as possible. Child pornography investigation has been revealed as the reason for closure. BS! National Solar Observatory in New Mexico was evacuated on September 6th. You don't evacuate a town because some dirty old man is downloading child porn. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Officials say they were addressing a security issue but did not elaborate. Now court records indicate that janitor is suspected in a child porn investigation. Chief Observer told FBI he'd found a laptop with images that were not good. Janitor began raving about a serial killer on the loose when laptop disappeared. Shutdown was due to both safety concerns and to allow FBI to search the area. The mysterious closure of the Sunspot Solar Observatory was due to an FBI investigation into a janitor suspected of sending and receiving child pornography, court records have revealed. After the observatory in New Mexico was evacuated by tight-lipped federal agents on September 6, conspiracy theories abundant that the incident might have something to do with alien contact. That was right off the bat. I believe Secure Team was saying something about that. There was also some things about Planet X, something in space, other solar observatories shutting down. But then the spy thing really, to me, seems like this is where it's going. And it's almost as if the FBI is covering and then throwing... I don't know what's going on here. But this case is unbelievably fascinating. The facility reopened on Monday. The federal court documents filed on Wednesday revealed the sickening truth about the cryptic 11-day closure. You don't shut down a solar observatory in a town and drive people away from their houses because somebody is involved with child porn. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. A night janitor was suspected of using the observatory's Wi-Fi network to send and receive pornographic images of children from his personal laptop, according to a search warrant. Oh, man. This probably is true, but I'm saying this, what they did and how they were going about it, this doesn't make any sense, because they would have the IP address. They would know who it is if there is this investigation. It seems like there was multiple things going on, and now this is kind of like a story they're putting out, or it could be real, like I said, but it's not the real reason why it was going on. All right, so the SUNSPOT Solar Observatory in New Mexico closed for 11 days due to an investigation by the FBI into a janitor there suspected of sending and receiving child porn, court documents reveal. Wow, thanks for this. Thanks for this one. I can't read it, but thank you. The child porn investigation was revealed in a search warrant, cover sheet seen above. And we specifically made it very blurry so you can't read it. Look at this. Look at this. You can't even read anything. Jeez, come on, man. Investigators using a child protection database traced the child porn to an IP address used at the observatory in July, the warrant states. The FBI also spoke with the chief observer at the facility, who said he'd found a laptop running in empty offices, which had images on it that were not good and appeared to be child porn. The FBI began monitoring the network to see the time of day that the child porn was being sent and received, and it only matched the presence of one employee, the overnight janitor. There's no way. There's no way. Some people propose that the facility suffered a leak at its Rich Dunn Solar Telescope, which relies on a mercury float. The laptop was confiscated, and the chief observer told investigators that the janitor feverishly started looking through the facility when he realized it was missing. The janitor began making paranoid comments about lax security at the facility and said it was only a matter of time before the facility got hit. The chief observer became concerned for his personal safety after the janitor stated that he believed there was a serial killer in the area and that the killer might enter the observatory and execute someone. What? At that point, the agencies that operate the facility decided to shut it down out of abundance of caution. The janitor is the main suspect, although he has not yet been charged in the case. The observatory has terminated its contract with the cleaning company that employed the janitor, which is owned by the janitor's parents. For over a week, the sudden closure and evacuation of the facility sparked a swirl of rumors and conspiracy theories. Secrecy persists even as local media reports the FBI has showed up to the site and Black Hawk helicopters were seen circling overhead. In the week following the initial evacuation, the public proposed all sorts of explanations, with some even suggesting aliens could be at the root of all this. They love to throw in the aliens. The facility reopened on Monday after the closure sparked a swirl of conspiracy theories. Yet they're not saying how a lot of people were talking about spies, Chinese spies, in one way or another. I don't know exactly how this plays out, but they're not mentioning that, and it really starts to make me wonder what the hell is going on there. The frenzy of speculation forced James McAteer, a New Mexico State University professor who is also the director of the SUNSPOT Solar Observatory, to issue a statement saying that the telescope did not see aliens. All data will be made public in its unaltered form. Nothing is hidden or kept secret, McAteer assured the vexed public. Among the more down-to-earth suggestions, some people propose that the facility may have suffered a leak at its Richard Dunn Solar Telescope, which relies on a mercury float bearing. However, the team that operates the telescope confirmed last week that there had not been a mercury incident. Acknowledging the secrecy, Association of Universities for Research in Astronomy, ARA, which manages the facility, said it chose not to release any details due to the investigation. We recognize the lack of communications while the facility was vacated Wait, hold on. We recognize that the lack of communications while the facility was vacated was concerning and frustrating for some, Ara said in a statement. However, our desire to provide additional information had to be balanced against the risk that, if spread at the time, the news would alert the suspect and impede the law enforcement investigation. That was a risk we could not take. Ara says they've since determined it is safe for staff to return. It's safe? Oh my gosh, that's it. I don't believe it. Sorry, I don't believe it. Tell me what you think, because I really, I'm vexed at this point. But it is kind of telling that they didn't bring up anything to do with espionage whatsoever. They want to ridicule it with aliens. And now they're throwing child, they know that the truth community is on this. So what do? They throw this child porn thing in there. And it could be true. Because they were looking into all the stuff and they've probably pulled up all the records and found out who was downloading what and what IP address. But I don't believe for a second that they did this. It just, when have you ever heard that they did this with another a person downloading child porn? Don't they just go arrest them? Let me know what you think. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.